All right, this is Kim Dodson's tribute speech. There's only 2 for her audience today due to us being in quarantine.
If you were asked to name at least one person who made a huge impact on your life, who would you name? This is an easy answer for me, my grandparents, right here. My grandparents were very important in my life, and let me tell you why. An unknown author once said, a grandparent is a little bit like a parent, a little bit like a teacher, and a little bit like a best friend. My grandparents filled all 3 roles for me. My grandparents were like parents to me because my mom was really young when she had me, and I lived off and on with them through my childhood. My grandpa, who was my mom's stepdad and had no biological children of his own, even tried to adopt me when I was born. My grandparents were like teachers to me. Even when I didn't live with them, anytime I had homework questions or needed help with something with school, I would call my grandpa, and he was always the one to help me. My grandma taught me how to cook. She was an amazing cook, and everything I know about cooking and baking, I learned from her. My grandparents also taught me how to be a good person. When I graduated high school, my grandparents gave me a Bible, and they'd written inside, and my grandpa wrote, "Always do the right thing." This is something that I've always kept in the back of my mind my entire adulthood. My grandma was pretty much my best friend as I got older. They owned their own restaurant, and I helped my grandma run it, so we worked together every day. We went shopping together. She instilled her love of crafting and painting with me. As a child, I would go to ceramics classes with her, and as I got older, I would go to painting classes with her. I even would play bingo with her and her best friends on a regular basis. My grandparents were the foundation of our family. Every holiday through my entire childhood was spent at their house, and we would be there the entire day. They are the basis of most of the traditions in our family. My grandma had a huge love for Christmas, and she's passed that down to all of us. Traditions with my grandpa is every grandchild would have their first taste of ice cream from my grandpa, and every Thanksgiving with the grandkid, when it was their first Thanksgiving, would get the turkey leg. My grandparents' home was my constant safe place. Losing a grandparent is hard. Losing 2 very close together is even harder. On November 3rd, 2010, my grandma passed away after a short battle with lung cancer. 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day later, on December 4th, 2011, my grandpa passed away unexpectedly in his home. This closed a huge chapter on my life. Moving on from losing them has been hard, but I'm thankful for every day that I had with them. Anybody that has somebody in their life that makes an impact is blessed, whether it be a teacher, a mentor, or a grandparent, especially when they fill the role of a teacher, a parent, and a best friend. I know that they're not here physically, but I know that they're watching down over me and my family every single day. I have reminders of them often, especially now during the holidays, when I'm surrounded by things like Christmas ornaments that my grandma made, or I'm sharing the traditions that I was taught and passing them on to my own children. And I've especially carried on the value that my grandma instilled in me of the importance of family. I hope that I've lived a life that makes them proud and has honored them, and I'm blessed to have had the time I had with them.